I think that the people in the US, they don't realize how professional the football there is for the level of playing that there is.
Mm.
It's very different compared to Europe, where the level is very high and the level of professionalism is so much lower until you get to the highest divisions.
Interesting. Here it's
So
not that much from MLS to
right,
USL.
no, right. Like USL, we there with nice facilities when we'd go on away trips, and you'd see teams like Orange County or Las Vegas Lights, and I mean all those clubs, like they had really good, nice facilities, and the league has a players union, and they're
Interesting.
very taken care of compared to most players in the world, I would say. And I think that's something for people to value, and as I know a lot of Americans are looking for luck overseas and so on, but it's also important to know that that the world of football outside of the US, it's windy out here. It's really windy.
That's
You're standing by yourself.
that's great. Are you talking about like overall, like level, but also relationship with other players and coaching staff as well?
Maybe not with other players, but the clubs don't necessarily look out for you. They
Mm,
can terminate your contract whenever, and
windy.
yeah, it is windy. I actually had two teammates getting their contract terminated just a week and a half ago, just like
Oh,
that. You guys are out, and if you want to get paid, well, take us to court.
that's it.
That's it. I can't say why they got kicked out,
Yeah.
but just like that, that's how easy they do it, because in the US, in the USL, the players are very protected because of the players union, and you have a minimum salary, and once you get out to Europe, unless you're playing professional football here in Spain, uh, the only two really like the leagues are considered professional. I play football full time, but it's only first and second division that's considered professional football,
Mm,
while third and fourth division are holding a level that's above USL, for example. In many cases, it is not protected in the same way at all.
interesting. How long did you
So
how long did you stay with Tacoma?
I stayed with them 8 months, I think. I
So
left in the end of August.
so what, again, going back to like decisions that you've been making, so you stayed 8 months, you always wanted, or was it just an opportunity that came up for you to go to Europe?
It was once again a little bit of my ego that was bruised, I think. I didn't like the way that Tacoma or Seattle handled their reserve team, because it was very concentrated on the academy players, and the academy players should get playing time in
Mm,
Tacoma so that they could make their way up to the first team, which I completely understand. That's the way you should use a reserve team. I was just not young enough to be one of those players that they would focus on.
mm,
So I felt, what's the point of me being here? We lose pretty much every single game, and they're not getting held accountable because there's no relegation promotion here.
that's
So I felt like this is not football to me, and I started thinking a little bit about, if that's what I'm looking for, I should go to Europe, you know. I get into a team and I get promoted was my thought. Like, it's just that simple. So I actually had a conversation, or did then get an offer once, once you start asking people, once again, you start reaching out. No one from Spain is gonna offer me, who's playing in Tacoma, if I want to go to Spain and play football. You have to reach out yourself, and see, use your connections and your network and see what's available. Eventually, I got a contract offer from a fourth division team in Spain, and I discussed it with my, at the time, agent, who was French, so he knew the market a little bit. He knew, and he told me, "Don't go." He said, "Fourth division Spain, that's an ocean you can get lost in, because there's so many good players there, and it's hard to get out of that. Like, you don't want to become just another player in that division. You're good, but it's Spain we're talking about."
Yeah. Can you make
Like,
a living in a fourth division in Spain?
yes, absolutely. Ever since I've been here, well, like, I will get to that, but yes, I'm always full-time football player, whether I've been in fourth division or third division. But yeah, so he told me that, and I was stubborn, and I said, "I'm going.
Oh wait, so you said I'm going.
I'm going." So, and at that time, then me and my wife had gotten married in Seattle, and luckily enough, we got married because that was the only way she could come with. It wasn't planned, but that was the only way that she could like come with and become a Spanish resident. So we decided. I said, "Listen, I have this contract." And I'm gonna tell you how much the contract was. In Tacoma, we didn't make a lot of money, the players. We didn't have big contracts, but at least we had housing paid for and so on. We had meals at the facility. It was fine. It wasn't a lot. It was like a $1,500 a month, but you didn't pay for food or living or anything.
Yeah.
The contract I had in my first offer in Spain was about 2/3 of that. So, like, I know Spain is a cheap country, but we were like, let's go for an adventure. We didn't necessarily investigate and study and look into the country, And my wife.
You just decided, let's go.
Yeah, and I mean, all credit to my wife, for she left her job, and everything. We just took off with 4 suitcases and went to Spain.
That's insane.
And that was it for me, because I could have gotten a green card in the US, but we left that and went to Spain. And when I arrived, the reality just hit me in the face, because the facilities that we had in college or in the USL or whatever, like, we didn't have a gym, we didn't have hot water, I didn't have my own spot in the locker room, they didn't give you any material. It was like, it was such a reality check that it was unbelievable. And today I'm so happy that it happened, but I would never, like...
So if you could go back, you would have listened to your manager?
Yes, absolutely. No, I'm very happy, obviously, of the experience I've had, and I would never become the person that I am if 100%. I wouldn't have gone.
It's funny how life works that way, huh?
Yeah, and it taught me so much, and it made me so humble. But, like, I would never advise myself, now how many years ago it was, almost 6 years ago, to do that, because it was stupid, to be honest.
That's insane. But, like, you never know what would have happened if you didn't take that, step. It's like,
yep.
Like.
But I don't think anything good would have come out of it in the US, to be quite honest, because I had that mindset already that this isn't good, this isn't football. I was kind of in a negative route mentally, so I'm very happy that I did, because it was such a reality check that I'm like, well, to get out of here, I have to get to work, obviously.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please subscribe down below. And if you're interested to learn more and watch the full interview, click down here. I'll catch you soon. Have a good one.